Cruz nor I could cross-examine her about her perjury.
Senator Kennedy, would you allow the witnesses to finish responding to my question, and then we can act on your request?
And I think we
Senator
should
Kennedy.
have a second round.
Senator Kennedy.
And I am appealing the ruling of the chair.
Senator Kennedy, would you allow the witnesses to finish responding to my question, and then we can respond to your request?
And I am appealing the ruling of the chair.
Senator Kennedy, I gave you a response to your request of a second round of questioning. I have no intention on allowing a second round of questioning.
And I'm appealing your ruling.
That is fine. There is no procedure that allows for a roll call. There is no procedure for it that allows for a roll call vote in this committee. This is a hearing. I have the gavel. I have responded to your request.
This is
and I am going to return
I will
to
say I've never
Senator
seen
Kennedy's.
a chair try so hard to protect a witness and avoid answering why she just lied on the stand with her own words, her own opinion.
Hey there, Patriots. Welcome back to the channel, where we dig into what's really going on in Washington, D.C., not just what the mainstream media wants you to see. If you love this country, if you believe in the rule of law, and if you're sick and tired of the games politicians play, you're in the right place. Today, I want to talk to you about a Senate Judiciary Committee hearing that just went off the rails. I'm talking about blatant attempts to silence questioning, protect witnesses from scrutiny, and maybe, just maybe, cover up perjury. I just watched this hearing, and folks, you need to see what's happening to our democracy.
Madam Chair.
Ms. Newman.
Thank you.
I have a point of order, Madam Chair.
Yes, Senator Kennedy.
Madam Chair, with respect, you allowed the witness to go at length and to change her testimony without her being subject to cross-examination. Are you going to allow us to have a second round of questioning?
No, Senator Kennedy.
What are you trying to cover up here?
There is no cover-up, and Mr. Padilla, Senator Padilla, you'll be allowed the 30 seconds remaining left.
I want
of your
to
time.
appeal the ruling of the chair.
Thank you. I'd like to hear the
I would like to
responses
appeal.
from the two
Madam
witnesses
Chair, I have
remaining.
a point of order. I'd like to appeal the ruling of the chair. You allowed a
Your
witness-
point of order was offered and responded to,
and I appeal the ruling of the chair and call for a roll call vote. You allowed a witness, let me state my case.
Sure.
With respect. You allowed a witness to go on for 4 or 5 minutes, change her testimony, knowing full well that neither Senator Cruz nor I could cross-examine her about her perjury.
Senator Kennedy, would you allow the witnesses to finish responding to my question, and then we can act on your request?
And I think we
Senator
should
Kennedy.
have a second round.
Senator Kennedy.
And I am appealing the ruling of the chair.
Senator Kennedy, would you allow the witnesses to finish responding to my question, and then we can respond to your request?
And I am appealing the ruling of the chair.
Senator Kennedy, I gave you a response to your request of a second round of questioning. I have no intention on allowing a second round of questioning.
And I'm appealing your ruling.
That is fine. There is no procedure that allows
I
for
would ask
a
for a
roll
roll
call.
call
There
vote.
is no procedure for it that allows for a roll call vote in this committee. This is a hearing. I have the gavel. I have responded
this is a
to your
cover-up, Madam Chair.
request.
This is an
and I am
embarrassing
going to
cover-up.
return
I will
to
say I've
Senator
never seen
Kennedy's.
a chair try so hard to protect a witness and avoid answering why she just lied on the stand with her own words, her own opinion.
Thank you so much for your request. It has been heard, responded to. Senator Padilla,
There will be no cross-examination.
If I would like-
The witness shall be
But I
allowed
want
to
to be
lie,
sure I
and no one will ask
understand
her.
your ruling. I think I have the floor.
There, you asked for, was there going to be another round of questions?
Point of order. Your
The answer
ruling
is no.
that we can't have a second round, that the chair can allow a witness, after we're finished with cross-examination, go on at length, change her testimony, potentially perjure herself. We're not allowed to cross-examine in a second round of questioning, which we do all the time.
The answer is no,
you tell
Senator
me I
Kennedy.
can't, and you now ask for a roll call vote to appeal your ruling.
Madam
and you
Chair.
say I can't do that.
No, you cannot.
That's
Madam Chair,
ridiculous.
point of
Thank
personal
you.
privilege, please. Madam Chair, point of order.
Senator Hirono.
You know, we have been witness to literally witness badgering, and now badgering of the chair. She has issued her ruling. There is no appeal. Some of us would like to get on with this hearing.
I'm sure you
and
would.
To have to sit here and listen to all of you go off time and time and time again. And I just want to commend this witness, this nominee, for her comportment, because what her comportment says to me is that she is going to be a damn good judge. Can we get on with it, Madam Chair?
So does every Democrat senator want to cover up the facts here? Is any Democrat
So can we
senator interested
return
in the direct
to
contradiction
Senator,
from the
we'll be
witness?
returning to Senator
Apparently,
Padilla's
the entire
questioning, or
Democrat
we will
senators want to
adjourn
cover these up.
today's
You want
hearing.
to adjourn? Go ahead. You can do that.
Go ahead.
Senator Padilla, I
We
want
might
to give
as
you
well.
your 30
You
seconds.
might
Way
as
you're
well,
gonna run the
because the
hearing.
Padilla, I
questions
wanna
are
give
going
you
to
your 30
be, are you
seconds.
more
If you
handsome
wish,
or
you can
beautiful
yield
or
your
brilliant?
time and we can
And
gavel
let's
out, or we
avoid
can
the
gavel out.
Madam
facts.
Chair, what I would like is an opportunity for the two remaining witnesses to respond to my question. And I would really like all members of the committee to pay them the respect they deserve and to let them finish. Ms. Newman.
Thank you, Senator. I do agree with the premise of your question. I did have the opportunity to complete 2 clerkships, one at the Vermont Supreme Court and one at the Second Circuit Court of Appeals. When I was at the Second Circuit before Judge Peter Hall, I was his 3rd slate of clerks, at the very beginning of his career. And he discussed then and made it a point to try to attract and hire a very diverse set of law clerks in the broadest sense, geographically diverse, from different schools, many who had had different careers before law school. He felt that that really helped his decision-making process, and I hope, if I'm so fortunate to be confirmed, to do the same.
Thank you. Judge Valenzuela.
Thank you, Senator Padilla. I agree with your statement, and I agree with the comments of my colleagues. The only thing I would add is that I think the mentoring component of that is very important. And that's why for the past, I think 5 years or so, I have served on the California Judges Association's outreach committee. And I've strived through that committee to encourage and inspire the next generation of lawyers.
Thank you to all the nominees for your responses and, again, for your composure and your dignity. And I will apologize to you for the decorum of some of my colleagues here today. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you so much, Senator Padilla. Thank you to our nominees here. If there are further questions that are going to be, would like to be offered, the deadline for submitting those is May 29th. By 5 p.m. Questions for the record will still be due to the nominees by that date and time. The record will likewise remain open until that time to submit letters and similar materials. Everyone, please plan accordingly. With that, this hearing is adjourned.
Let's set the stage. Senator Kennedy, God bless him, raises a point of order. He's saying, Madam Chair, you just let this witness go on, changing her testimony, but you won't let us cross-examine her. That's the backbone we need in Washington. Folks, someone willing to stand up and say this isn't right. But what happens? The chair, and let's be honest, the Democrats run these hearings, just gavel them down. No second round of questioning. No chance to get to the bottom of what that witness really said. You tell me, in what world is that due process? In what world is that accountability? Now, Senator Kennedy, being the fighter he is, tries to appeal the ruling. He calls for a roll call vote, which is totally reasonable. This is supposed to be a government by the people, for the people, not a dictatorship where the chair just silences the opposition. But again, the chair says, nope, there's no procedure for that. Shuts him down. No appeal. No vote. And then Senator Cruz jumps in, just as fired up as we are. He says, I've never seen a chair try so hard to protect a witness and avoid answering for what looks like lying under oath. Folks, when Ted Cruz is saying that you know something is rotten, now let's pause here. If you or I lied under oath, we'd be looking at perjury charges. But in the halls of Congress, if you're the right political flavor, you get protected. The chair wouldn't even let them cross-examine the witness about her own testimony. That's not oversight. That's not transparency. That's a cover-up. And let me tell you, as a patriot who cares about this country, I am sick and tired of seeing Democrats weaponize these committees to protect their own. They're supposed to be fact-finding, not running cover for potential perjury. And then you get the Democrats, like Senator Padilla, jumping in to praise the nominee for her composure and dignity. Give me a break. We don't need more judges who know how to dodge tough questions. We need judges who believe in the Constitution, who believe in truth, not just telling politicians what they want to hear. And then, instead of dealing with the perjury question, they pivot, as always, to talk about diversity in clerkships. Now, listen, I'm all for giving everyone a fair shot. But let's not kid ourselves. This was just a way to change the subject. When things get tough, they retreat to talking points, not transparency. How many times are we going to see this play out? Every time a witness gets caught, every time the American people want answers, the Democrats circle the wagons and move on. This isn't about race, gender, or background. This is about the rule of law. If you're testifying before Congress and you change your story, you should be cross-examined, period. Not protected, not praised, not shielded by partisan gatekeepers. So what's the takeaway, patriots? Here's what I think. Oversight is broken. As long as the Democrats run these committees, we won't get real answers. They shut down tough questions and protect their own. That's not how democracy is supposed to work. The rule of law is under attack. Perjury is a serious crime. If the Senate won't even let senators question a witness about changing testimony, what message does that send? We need fighters in Washington. Thank God for senators like Kennedy and Cruz who still have the guts to stand up and call out these sham hearings. You deserve the truth. The American people deserve real hearings, real answers, and real accountability. Not stage praise sessions and cover-ups. If you agree with me, do me a favor, hit that like button. Subscribe for more honest takes on what's happening in DC. Share this video with your friends and family, because the mainstream media sure isn't going to tell them what's really going on. And to our Republican senators, keep fighting. We got your back. Don't let them silence you. Don't let them silence us. Thanks for watching, patriots. Stay vigilant. Stay loud. And as always, God bless America.